And it's tough for Stone. He obviously loves his brother very much, but their father is not alive anymore. He's dead, and Stone is trying. He doesn't really know. His philosophy has always been to let Alex Hopper, Taylor's character, kind of make his own mistakes and learn from them, and hopefully grow. And when we meet these guys, he's 26, and he hasn't learned much. It gets to a point where Stone is like, I've tried to take a step back and not be too paternal and kind of, we're brothers and I want to have fun with you, but it gets to a point where I just can't do that anymore. I just have to take charge and put him on the right path.
Okay. Now, again, great character stuff we've seen here, but there is a lot of action in the film as well. So I'd like to ask both of you, Brooklyn and Alexander, what was it like working kind of in an action film of this magnitude?
Well, it was kind of scary. I remember this one day when Pete wanted to shoot me in the face. There was this one shot. There's a sequence where they blast. There's a sound wave, and they blow the windows of. I play a commanding officer of a U.S. Navy destroyer, and they blow up the windows. And he wanted a shot of me when the glass hits my face. And I said, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. How do we do that? And he's like, no, we'll figure out something cool. It's gonna look awesome. And I show up on the day, and it looks like a World War II cannon. It's probably like 25 feet long. And Pete's like, well, you're just gonna stand here and you look straight into the barrel. And we're gonna shoot you in the face with air. And it's gonna like blow you off your feet. So it takes a lot, kind of a leap of faith there. And he did, and I didn't have to act that at all because I literally couldn't stand on my feet.
And that shot's in the trailer, I think. It looks great.
Yeah. But that's how much I trust this man.
Now, Brooklyn, what about you? Because your character also gets into the action in kind of a separate side story, right?
Well, I got to shoot guns, so I was a very happy camper. Well, Pete likes to, as Skarsgård here was saying, he likes to. He likes to
You can call him Mr. Skarsgård if you want.
I call him my brother last name. Skarsgård, that's what we do.
Thank you, ma'am.
Term of endearment. Pete likes to make everything very real. So I remember one particular scene where, it's the first time that I sort of stumble upon this scene of carnage. And for my character, I'm non-military, so it's definitely a foreign thing for anybody, but especially somebody who hasn't been in the military, experienced that before. So I'm kind of stumbling through the Hawaiian mountains, and I stumble upon the scene of carnage. And I'm supposed to be, this is one of my audition pieces, I'm supposed to be crying, snot dripping from my mouth, as said exactly by Pete, I think. He wanted snot bubbles, right? So, in order to get that to seem authentic, Pete hid in the bushes with a machine gun. A machine gun. Like, this is crazy. And I am supposed to be scared, and he calls action from where I don't know. And all of a sudden, I hear a machine gun coming from the bushes, and better believe it, I think you got the reaction here. So to answer your question, I think it's really fun with someone like Pete because it makes it real and you fully immerse yourself in it and you're completely, kind of taken by the scene in the moment and he makes it scary, but it lends itself well to the scene. It's fun.
Excellent.